this is Sarah, aka SarahG TV, and you are watching TDC Moncton.
Browned meat. Now here comes the fun part. Take 2 cans of tomato paste or sauce. Well, in this case it's going to be tomato sauce. You can use it from scratch. You can use whatever you feel like, really. But in my case I'm going to be using 2 cans of this. You're going to be adding in a few dashes of Tabasco sauce. And now you're going to be adding in, and I don't know if I'll be able to actually do anything one-handed here, hold on. It's this molasses. You know how molasses is? Top sticks. And I'll pop my top for my cumin so I can do this one-handed. Okay, here we go. Add in as much as you want to judge for molasses. That's enough. It's going to give it some sweet taste to the meat and your mix, and also darken the color. And with that, you're going to be throwing in cumin. Not too much, a little goes a long way. There we go. About 1/4 teaspoon, and you mix. Mix it together. It's starting to look like chili now, isn't it? Now here's the important bit. We're going to make this simmer because I want it to be nice and hearty. So you take your temperature, which I've got on high, you bring it down to 1. This can simmer for a good hour, hour and a half. It's 6:03. So we're going to let it simmer for a while. You can leave it uncovered if you want, or not. Now, I'm off to do potatoes. Here's my pot. So you can prepare a side of your choice. You can do vegetables. You can throw them in. You can use kidney beans. Kidney beans are one of the best ones to use. Any beans really in this recipe would actually go nice, all depending on what you prefer. But you have to do it properly, where you actually soak the beans overnight so that the coarseness of the flesh doesn't react with the acid and the sweetness. Because when you put them in here too soon, the beans become hard. The outside skin hardens. So we're gonna get it to simmer for at least a good hour. Actually, I'll have it simmer at 3 for the next 30 minutes. And then I may actually increase it. I'll put it at 4. I'll put it at 5. How fickle I am. The reason why is because I want it to boil fast, and as you can see it's 6:05. I do my Blogtv show in 2 hours. So I want to be able to actually enjoy a portion of the meal without worrying about having to scruff it down and choking to death. And but normally, if I had the time, I'd be putting this at low simmer for almost 2, 3, 4 hours. Oh, it brings out the taste. Oh. So anyways, speaking of taste, normally you have to taste it. I don't want to taste it, but I will later. It's an experiment. We'll see how well it comes out. So off I go to do my potatoes. Catch you a little bit later. Now, one thing about simmering, just make sure that you stir it once in a while. The reason why is because, watch, I'm stirring it, and as you can see, the sauce has thickened. Okay, and it's only been 9 minutes at 6 degrees. That setting number 6 on this particular stove. When you let it simmer, the sauce comes out on top, as you can see bubbling right now. Put it down to 1. I'm going to cover it while these potatoes are boiling. And that's it. I'll come back for a taster's test. Waha! Now it's ready. It's a little bit clear, but it could be thicker. The tomato paste is actually, instead of sauce, tomato paste, you have to add a little bit of water with it, and it usually thickens it up. But in this particular case, it's not the case. So I'm going to prep myself a bowl, and here's my mashed potatoes. If you don't know how to do mashed potatoes, you can actually visit my Cooking with Jan segment on mashed potatoes. It's quite fast to make. And what I'm going to do is, I'm serving it in the bowl, but I'm putting my mashed potatoes down first to act as a crust, if you will. Nothing fancy. And since I've got my spoon already here, I'll ladle. I'll just mix it around so that the sauce is not more on one. This could make good sloppy joes. There we go. And here it is. Now it's time for the taste test portion of this particular cooking show. Nom nom. I hope you try it. This will work well with ground beef, but you can do it with ground pork, ground chicken, ground turkey. But if you have access to game meat, ground moose or ground deer will do nicely. In fact, I recommend it. So with that, folks, cook well, eat well, drink well. Oh, and by the way, a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon red wine to actually go along with my meat. So I hope that you have a nice Happy New Year, and I wish you the best in 2011. Have a nice one.